Hitler rising. It's like if you were, living in 1935 in, let's say, Europe or anywhere. What's important, the only thing important is Adolf Hitler rising. You can be talking about, where you're building your house in Sweden and, all kinds of things, But the most important thing was happening is fascism is on the rise, And is anybody seeing it? Anybody waking up to the fact that this is going to be really something horrible and ugly, Didn't seem like, anybody. Of course, they didn't have internet then, and we didn't have television, and like this.
No one is paying much attention.
Well, they are paying attention a lot more than they were then, of course. But also, there's more fake news and
angled news. Maybe it was at that time also. Whatever happened was probably covered up a lot.
Well, was nobody there to say, "Wow, have the movie reel or something," but you don't, you have some speeches of Adolf being televised or.
They didn't show much on film. I think radio was the media.
Yeah, they showed radio. They had some. You see some in the movie, little previews before the main movie. You'd see a little bit something going on. That's how you got the news. That way. On the radio a little bit, but.
I think his speeches went on radio. And radio was really new when people were sitting around and listening.
Yeah, some were, but the thing was, now, of course, everything is there, You can hear it, focus on his words, everybody discussing everything, what he says and everything. It's amazing. So to me, it was the perfect time to get sick. Because if you're in the hospital, what can you do, in the hospital? You're there and there's the walls and the nurses and the doctors and this, But as soon as they leave, there's Donald Trump, what's he saying, who's he doing? So...
You have TV on your room?
Yeah, TV in my room.
All right.
So I got to, witness this, And if I wasn't in the hospital, I would be watching it anyhow if I could watch it somewhere, because it was such an amazing story.
Yeah, it's an amazing story, huh?
It's an amazing story, and I really believe, Donald Trump is placed in his position as an opportunity to bring OSHO back.
That's far-fetched, I think.
Well, I don't know.
He's very Catholic, isn't he?
Who?
Trump.
No, he's not Catholic. He's Presbyterian, I think. And he wants to make America great again.
Yeah.
Well, there's only one way to make America really great again. Because when was it really great? It was great when OSHO was there in America, doing his thing at the ranch. Everybody wanted to be there. Maybe not you, but everybody was. I would get 6 marriage proposals a day. People desperately to be in America, anywhere to be near this man.
All right.
From every country, they were coming. Japan and South America, everybody wanted to be around this man because of his whole scene, but primarily his wisdom, understanding, and intelligence. There was a desperate desire for people to be in America, to be around this guy. And now, I mean, you know, I guess you could say America, you know, if you, some people can make some money in America, so it's a great place for, to sell Apple computers or something. I don't know what, you know. But he wants to make America great again. He really can make America great again because factory jobs are going to countries that are low wages, and these deals, they're not going to come back. And so but if you can make America, if you can make Osho great again in America, America will be great. Just like if you could make Socrates great again in Greece, you know, Greece would come back, you know, Greece would be great again. But you can't make Socrates great again in Greece. It's not happening. But Osho, it's possible, because if you're totally fed up with Trump, and Trump is just lying about almost everything, so they're calling it lies and everything. The press is always saying he's lying about this. He's lying. I mean, it's a horrible thing to say about your president or something. Somebody say he's not being accurate, but they're saying directly he's lying. You know, he's lying about this, lying about that. So, and people are really terrified of him and frightened of him, and he's doing. The people he's picking are horrible people, and God knows, you know, he's really has the power to destroy the world if he wants. I mean, you know, it's not just a question of that he's not a nice guy, but he has the power to press the button. He's got enough nuclear weapons to destroy the world, and he might decide that, look, you know, nobody but me can be trusted to understand how this is going. We have to drop a hydrogen bomb on Iran, and, you know, in China. I mean, God knows, you know. I mean, if he goes, he's going to take everybody with him, I think. He's just a very narcissistic guy. So, you know, it's a kind of a nervous time for people. And I think, you know, he's still going to be there for 4 years. I mean, if he really makes he's already in a month made everybody pretty crazy. So when people get pretty desperate, like, when was America great again? That's the question, you know, because we want to make America great, you know, but when was it great, you know? When was it great, you know? Somebody's going to say, hey, you know, how about the time we had Osho in America? Wasn't that a pretty great time, you know? Oh, Osho, you know, they forgot all about this guy. And if you were God, let's say, just pretend for a minute, David does, that you're God.
You are God.
And you've been doing this whole world thing, you know? And you sent in Osho, you know, you sent in Candace also, you know. I mean, the world's going to blow itself up unless it wakes up pretty fast, you know. And Osho's main message was wake up, you know, and don't just have short moments of awareness. I mean, let's do everything, you know, to wake up, you know. Let's use sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Let's wake the fucking thing up, really, in every possible way, you know. So I think, you know, that you know, once Nixon was in power and Vietnam War, that led to Woodstock in a way. Woodstock came as a reaction to the Vietnam War, and with Woodstock came in LSD, and the Gurus came in. With Woodstock, they came in. What was the name of that guru at Woodstock, Vitesh? Huh? What was his name?
Maharishi, she says.
No, it wasn't Maharishi. He was the head of the yoga center.
Chinmaya.
No.
Not Yogananda, not Shivananda or
No, not Shivananda.
Muktananda or
Huh?
Muktananda or
Not Muktananda. Okay, well, I keep forgetting his name. Anyhow, Woodstock led to the Gurus coming in. After Woodstock, people started really, all one family and the Yay God family, and everybody started moving. It was a lot of movement towards higher consciousness, groups of people, communes and stuff, which ultimately led to higher and higher and higher and higher, which led ultimately to Osho coming, which was the Mount Everest of the Gurus.
not Vivekananda, yeah?
Huh?
Vivekananda?
No, it was no. He had a nice white beard.
Shivananda?
Huh?
Not Shivananda?
No, not you. No. So the negative led to the positive. If it hadn't been the Vietnam War, Woodstock would not have happened. Woodstock happened because it was a force against the Vietnam War. So a force against Donald Trump. You can be against Donald Trump because it's ugly what he's doing, but then you have to be for something. If you're against Donald Trump, what are you for? It's hard to get excited about Hillary Clinton. So you're against Donald Trump. You want something. You want the real to come. He's the fake, the phony, the bullshit artist. He's the liar in a way because he's exaggerating, minimizing, not telling the truth. So when you get tired of the lies of Donald Trump, you start wanting the truth. What is the truth? The truth, So, truth will lead you to Osho, in my opinion. If you love the truth enough, it will lead you to Osho. So I believe that God has created Donald Trump at this time to run America, so everybody's screaming, America's screaming, and the rest of the world is screaming too. And then, there's nothing to be done except go back to the real of Osho, not to the fake of Osho, but the real of him.
We only have 3 sodas. 3 sodas.
Yeah, but okay, well, we have some other drinks now.
Yeah, some Coke,
Huh?
some Coke, some Fanta, some water.
Some sip of this, please.
You can take because it's not too sour for you right now. Because you lost some teeth.
How good this was.
You can have